It's pretty snowy outside, and all this cold weather has got me in the mood for some comfort food. So today we're going to be making some homemade mac and cheese. Now to start off, what you're going to need is a pound of macaroni noodles. I cooked them al dente because they're going to bake a little bit in the oven. Additionally, you will need a tablespoon of flour, some salt and pepper, a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 4 tablespoons of butter, 2 pounds of cheese. I chose a medium cheddar. Whatever cheese you choose for this recipe, just make sure that it's whole cheese, not the grated stuff, because the grated stuff usually has some sort of coating that makes it hard to melt. But if you get the block cheese, it'll melt up just fine. You'll also need 2 cups of milk, a reasonably sized casserole dish, a way to grate your cheese, and a way to cook our sauce that's going to go over the macaroni. First things first, let's set these things aside and grate the cheese. Seems I have a visitor for the cheese tax. You want a piece of cheese, bud? There you go. Good boy. Now that our cheese is all grated, we can start working on our sauce. So let's head over to the stove. Now for this portion, you'll also want to grab your flour, your butter, and your milk. We'll start our cream sauce with our butter. Go ahead and melt that on a low to low medium heat. As your butter is melting, take your 2 cups of milk, place it in the microwave, or you can heat it up on the stove. And basically, make sure that your milk is hot. Once the butter's all melted together, we can add our tablespoon of flour. And then once that butter flour mixture is nice and smooth, we can add our hot milk. Now let's also run and grab our salt, our pepper, and nutmeg. To this lovely sauce, we'll add a bit of salt and a bit of crushed black pepper, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. You don't need it if you don't like nutmeg, but I find that it's a fun, unique flavor to it. Once these are together, we'll add half of our cheese to the sauce. At this point, you can move the rest of your cheese back to your station, and you also want to turn on your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that our cheese is melted nicely into the sauce, let's head back to our station. For this last bit of prep work, we're going to take our casserole pan. We'll start by pouring in half of our macaroni noodles. We'll pour in a little sauce. Add the rest of our macaroni noodles. Pour in the remainder of our sauce. We'll give it all a good mix. And then we'll take the remainder of our cheese and make a nice layer over top. Then we'll take the casserole and place it in the oven for about 30 minutes, or until it's fully cooked through. And here we have our finished mac and cheese. You can probably hear that sizzle of the cheese. Smells delicious. You know, side note, I recently discovered there's such a thing as gourmet mac and cheese. Went to the Factory Gourmet Mac and Cheese in Colorado Springs. Had this delicious mac and cheese bowl covered in marinara sauce, as well as sausage and sauteed mushrooms with a little bit of Parmesan on top. However you choose to enjoy your mac and cheese, I hope you like this video, and I hope you get to enjoy this recipe. I'm gonna enjoy it myself here in a minute. Until next time, stay warm, enjoy some mac and cheese, and take care. Totally. Fantastic. Nice, wee boy. I really like the way the nutmeg mixes with the cheese, and also all the cheese that we used today. It may have looked like a lot, but it turned out to be just right. We'll see you next time.